is News Hour on Ifako Radio. Good morning, I'm Olani Otiololade. The major headlines. Lagos declares August 20th holiday for Isheshe Festival. 2027 showdown. Wike fires shots at Amechi. Babachi trashes ADC. Our church attackers have ties to Al-Shabaab, DSS. Yoruba elders weighed in as Alaafin Oni fuel escalates. Ex-NNPCL spokesman canvasses tax relief for media houses. Outrage spreads over NYSC members' assault by Anambra Security. Sports. Nigeria ends CHAN 2024 with victory over Congo. Entertainment. Highly indecent. Wole Arole slams braless fashion trend. I thought I could do it. Ricardo Bank says leaving Marvin Records was premature. News in detail. Lagos declares August 20th holiday for Isheshe Festival. Lagos State Governor Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu has declared Wednesday, August 20th, 2025 as a work-free day for public servants in commemoration of the annual Isheshe Day celebration. The announcement was contained in a circular signed by the head of service, Mr. Bode Agboro, dated Monday, August 18, 2025, and addressed to top government functionaries across ministries, agencies, local councils, and parastatals. According to the circular, it is hereby notified for general information that this year's Isheshe Day celebration would hold on Wednesday, 20th August 2025. Reaffirming the state governor's cultural policy, the statement stressed in reaffirming the commitment of the state government towards promoting our indigenous culture, tradition, and preserving our heritage while providing necessary support for traditional institutions in the state. Mr. Governor Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu has declared Wednesday, 20th of August 2025 as work-free day for Lagos State public servants in commemoration of the day. 2027 showdown. Wike fires shots at Amechi. Babache trashes ADC. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has criticized former Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Babache Lawal, for allegedly disrespecting President Bola Tinubu. Speaking on Channels Television's flagship program Politics Today on Tuesday, also said going by the outcome of last Saturday's by-elections in 12 states, Nigerians have rejected the African Democratic Congress coalition being championed by Lawal and others. There is no coalition. Nigerians have already rejected them. The by-election is enough evidence. They did not make any impact, but that is just the beginning, he said. Wike claims that Babache's grievances with President Tinubu stemmed from the decision to choose Vice President Kashim Shettima as running mate instead of him. Wike, who labelled former Rivers State Governor Rotimi Amechi as corrupt, also rejected the African Democratic Congress, stating that Nigerians have turned down the coalition. Recently, Babache had accused President Tinubu of being arrogant. Responding, the former Rivers State Governor said he once believed Babache could be taken seriously, but recent events have proven otherwise. Our church attackers have ties to Al-Shabaab, DSS. The Department of State Services have urged the Federal High Court in Abuja to deny bail to 5 men standing trial over their alleged involvement in the June 5, 2022 terror attack on St. Francis Xavier Catholic Church, Owo, Ondo State, which left about 40 worshippers dead and over 100 injured. The DSS, in a counter affidavit to the defendant's bail application, warns that the men had alleged ties to foreign terrorist fighters linking to Al-Shabaab group and could abscond if released. The defendants are Idris Abdul Malik Omeiza, Al-Kazim Idris, Jamil Abdul Malik, Abdul Alim Idris, and Momo Otuo Abubakar. They were arraigned on August 11 on 9 counts, marked FHC/ABJ/CR/301/2025, bordering on terrorism. The DSS argued that granting bail would endanger the safety of witnesses and compromise the trial. The DSS declared that it was currently investigating the leads with a view to apprehending those individuals planning to intimidate witnesses and compromise the trial in the interest of the applicants. Yoruba elders wedding as Alafi Oni forward escalates. Prominent Yoruba elders and leaders on Tuesday called for restraint and intervention of cultural and political figures following the reopening of the hostilities between the Alaafin of Oyo, Oba Akim Owade, and the Oni of Ife, Oba Enitan Ogunwusi. The fresh row began on Monday after the Alaafin faulted the Oni's decision to confer the title of Okolomo of Yoruba land on a businessman Chief Dotun Sanusi. The Oni had bestowed the title on Sanusi during the unveiling of Together, an indigenous social media and business networking platform at Ilaji Hotel, Ibadan, over the weekend. In a statement signed by his media aide Bode Drojai, the Alaafin declared that no traditional ruler other than him has the authority to confer a title covering the entire Yoruba land. He issued a 48-hour ultimatum to the Oni to revoke the title or face the consequences. But reacting, the Oni spokesperson Moses Olafare said the monarch had directed him to ignore the Alaafin's outburst and leave the matter in the court of public opinion. We cannot dignify the undignifiable with an official response. We leave the matter to be handled in the public court of opinion as it is already being treated. Let's rather focus on narratives that unite us rather than the ones capable of dividing us. No press release, please. 48 hours, my foot, he wrote. Ex-NNPCL spokesman canvassing tax relief for media houses. Former Chief Corporate Communications Officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, Femi Shoneye, has reiterated calls for government support and tax relief for the Nigerian media. Shoneye made the call on Tuesday while receiving the Nigerian Union of Journalists Federal Capital Territory Council Excellence in Corporate Communications Award, highlighting the challenges confronting the industry. He urged the government to provide relief in the form of tax incentives and waivers on import duties for newsprint, broadcast equipment, and digital infrastructure. The Nigerian media remains one of the most vibrant in Africa, but it also faces systematic challenges, financial, political, legal, and technologically, that weakens its effectiveness. The government can play a supportive role by granting tax incentives or relief on import duties for newsprint, broadcast equipment, and digital infrastructures, he said. Shonaye also called on the federal government to establish an independent media development fund to support investigative journalism, community radio, and newsroom innovations. ADC senatorial candidates reject Anambra by-election results. The senatorial candidate of the African Democratic Congress in the Anambra South senatorial by-election, Donald Amambo, has expressed dissatisfaction over the conduct of the poll held on Saturday, August 16th. He called for a thorough review to expose and address the sabotage that allegedly took place. Amambo made this known during a press briefing held in Oka on Tuesday, stating that what happened in the state during the Saturday, August 16th by-election was a carefully orchestrated charade designed to obfuscate, suffocate, and decimate the people's voice and choice, ultimately undermining the credibility of the process. In the results announced by the Independent National Electoral Commission returning officer, Professor Frank Ojiako, the All Progressives Grand Alliance candidate, Emmanuel Nwachukwu, emerged winner of the senatorial by-election with 90,408 votes, defeating the All Progressive Congress candidate Azuka Okwosi, who scored 19,647 votes. Amambo of the ADC polled 2,889 votes. Amagbo, who expressed disappointment over the outcome of the election, said polls were meant to reflect the people's view, but instead, the electorate was denied the chance to elect a candidate who pledged to serve only them. Family of 12-year-old boy seeks 4 million naira for corrective surgery. The family of the 12-year-old boy, identified as Enoch Ayomide, who cannot defecate through his anus due to a problem with his intestines, is seeking the sum of 4 million naira in financial help from members of the public. Enoch's father, Mr. Paul Ayomide, said the donation would be used to pay for a corrective surgery to restore his son's bowel function. The Lagos-based teacher is appealing to well-meaning Nigerians, government agencies, and humanitarian organizations to to help save the life of his bedridden son. He said the condition had kept the boy from leading a normal life from over a year after a failed surgery. Enoch, who should be in school like his peers, is writhing in pain at home with his intestines sticking out of his abdomen. According to him, Enoch has not been able to pass through with his anus for over 14 months. Instead, he passes it through an opening in his abdomen, with his intestines permanently bulging outside. He lamented, "This 4 million naira is standing between my son and a return to normal life." Outrage spreads over NYSC members' assault by Anambra security. The assault on a female corps member identified as Jennifer Edema Elo and some of her colleagues by operatives of the Anambra State Security Outfit, codenamed Operation Udogachi, has continued to generate outrage from civil society and human rights groups, as well as other stakeholders across the state. A viral video that has been circulating on social media shows the moment armed operatives of the state security outfit stormed a corps member's lodge in Oba, Idemili South local government area of the state, and assaulted the female corps member. The video, which was shared by Avon 360 Foundation on Facebook on Monday, shows the victim, Elo, being beaten and stripped naked by the gun-wielding men. It was gathered that the victims were brutalized and subjected to humiliating and sexually degrading threats. The incident was said to have occurred on July 23rd. The foundation wrote in part, "We strongly condemn the brutal assault and violation of the rights of the National Youth Service Corps members by operatives of the Operation Udo Gachi or Agune Chamber Vigilante Group in Anambra State." On July 23, 2025, these state actors stormed the corpers lodge, accusing the members of being Yahoo people. Despite their prompt production of their NYSC identification cards and uniform, the assault was particularly egregious in the case of Jennifer Edema Elo, who was beaten, stripped naked, and left exposed and covered in blood. Sports. Nigeria ended CHAN 2024 with victory over Congo. Nigeria ended their 2024 African Nations Championship campaign on a winning note, defeating Congo 2-0 in their final Group D fixtures at the Benjamin Mkapa Stadium, Dar es Salaam, on Tuesday. Anas Yusuf opened the scoring in the 56th minute to end the Super Eagles' goal drought before Sikiru Alimi's stoppage time header wrapped up the victory. Despite the result, the win came too late to secure progression as Sudan and Senegal played out a goalless draw in Kampala to finish joint top of the group with 5 points apiece, leaving Nigeria in third place with 3. For head coach Eric Chell, the victory was bittersweet after a difficult campaign that saw his side concede 5 goals without reply in their opening 2 matches. Entertainment. Highly indecent. Wole Arole slams braless fashion trend. Comedian and actor Wole Arole has sparked a heated debate on social media after condemning the trend of women attending public events without wearing bras, describing the act as highly indecent. Arole, in a post on his Instagram page on Tuesday, criticized what he called the erosion of modesty in fashion and expressed concern that younger generations risk losing moral values if such practices are normalized. It is highly indecent for a lady to go out to a public event and wear clothes without bra. For God's sake, he wrote. The comedian said he had witnessed the trend of weddings and birthday parties, stressing that such appearances were wrong for public gatherings. You see wedding guests without bra. Ha! Birthday guests without bra. It's bad, he lamented. He also warned that attempts to defend the practice were equally problematic, saying, "Be decent. Anyone that defends braless outing is also indecent in her thoughts." In a follow-up video, Arole doubled down on his position, arguing that silence on the matter could lead to a collapse of moral standards in society. I thought I could do it, because the bank says leaving Marvin Records was premature. Nigerian Afrobeat star Ayoleyi Solomon, popularly called Ricardo Banks, has opened up once again about his decision to leave Don Jazzy's Marvin Records, describing the move as premature. In a snippet of his interview with Echo Room podcast, shared on Instagram on Tuesday, The singer revealed that although there was no conflict surrounding his departure, he was young and determined to forge his own path. It wasn't a conflict situation. I was pretty young and pretty fixated on what I wanted to do. I wanted to live. Anyway, my contract that ended 2 years prior. I signed a 3 year contract and I allowed it to ride for another 2 years. So I was there for 5 years, not like reviewing the contract or anything. So when it was time, I thought I wanted to do this now, Ricardo Banks explained. The easy Georgia crooner admitted that he quickly realized how hasty the decision was. You know, I thought I could do it now, and I just embarked on the journey. Like many people would view it premature. And as soon as I jumped into the sea as well, I realized how premature it was, he said. When asked about the best advice he had ever received from Don Jazzy, Ricardo recalled a humorous but impactful moment. It wasn't even advice, he just said, I'm not going to beat you. Nobody will beat me, the singer recounted, laughing. Recap of the major headlines. Lagos declares August 20th holiday for Isheshe Festival. 2027 showdown. Wike fires shots at Amechi, Babache, trashes ADC. Our church attackers have ties to Al-Shabaab, DSS. Yoruba elders wedding as Alaafin, Oni, fuel escalates. Ex-NNPCL spokesman canvasses tax relief for media houses. Outrage spreads over NYSC's members' assault by Anambra security. Sports. Nigeria ends CHAN 2024 with victory over Congo. Entertainment. Highly indecent. Wole Arole slams braless fashion trend. I thought I could do it. Ricardo Banks says Sleeping Marvin's record was premature. Follow us on all our social media handles. Facebook at Ifako Radio, X at Ifako Radio, YouTube at Ifako Radio, WhatsApp at Ifako Radio, Instagram at Ifako_Radio. For news reporting, contact us at ifakoradio@gmail.com or call or WhatsApp 091 22 22 7433. Special thanks to the news producer Olanireti Olusegun and assistant news producer Benga Farambi. Thanks for watching. I'm Olanireti Ololade. Have a wonderful day. God bless Ifako.
Looking for reliable brand for import and export, logistics and cargo services, ticket booking, or general merchandising? At Divine and Grace Enterprises, they specialize in seamless global trade, efficient cargo handling, top-notch travel support, and trusted merchant services. Whether it's getting your goods across borders, booking a flight, or managing cargo with precision, they deliver with speed, reliability, and care. You can visit them at Nako Export Warehouse, International Airport, Ikeja, Lagos State. You can contact them on 0803 406 1483, 0817 287 4375, or email it divineandgraceenterprises@gmail.com. Divine and Grace Enterprise, your reliable brand for logistics and merchandise.